We're going to be talking about monthly payments and interest today. By the end of this, you should be able to calculate the total cost of mortgage, including interest, and calculate monthly payments of different loan terms. So first, we're going to find our down payment and the mortgage. So Samuel bought a house that cost $100,000. He put 20% down payment and took a 30-year mortgage for the rest. The interest rate for the mortgage is 3.5%. Which will be important later. First, let's calculate the down payment. So we're going to do $100,000, which is the cost of the house, times our 20% down payment, which is going to give us a down payment of $20,000. And then to calculate how much we're going to have to take out in the mortgage, we are going to subtract the cost of our house minus what we're able to put down for a down payment. So the amount we'll have to take out in the mortgage is $80,000. Alrighty. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to find our interest. So our I equals PRT. I equals our principal is going to be that $80,000, however much we're taking out in our mortgage. Rate is going to be that 3.5%, so we're going to write that as 0.035. And then our T is going to be our 30 years. And then once you calculate that out, you're going to get $84,000, which is going to be interest. To find our total, we are then going to add our principal plus our interest. If you'll notice, the interest is actually more than the house, which is crazy. So the total is $164,000. So once we find our total, then we can go ahead over and we can find our monthly payments. So this is a 30-year loan. And if we want to get monthly payments, we got to find out how many months we're going to be paying. So there's 12 months in a year. 30 times 12 is going to give us a total of 360 months. And then to find what we're going to be paying per month, we're going to take our total of $164,000, and we're going to go ahead and divide that by 360 months. And our total per month is going to be $455.56. And again, that's what you're going to be paying every month if you have an $80,000 mortgage at a 3.5 interest rate for 30 years. Alright, on to the next. Denise purchases a house costing her $230,000. She was able to put a 10% down payment but had to take a mortgage out on the rest. The mortgage is a 15-year mortgage at 4%. So let's go ahead and calculate that down payment. We're going to do $230,000, the cost of our house, times our 10% down payment, or 0.10. And for that one, we're going to get a down payment of $23,000. And then to find what we have to take out in our mortgage, we're going to go ahead and subtract that from the total cost of our house. $230,000 minus $23,000 is going to give us a mortgage of $207,000. Once you have that down, go on to the next slide and we'll go ahead and calculate our interest. So we're going to do I equals PRT. Our principal is going to be that amount we found on the previous screen, $207,000, times our rate, and this rate is going to be 0.04 since it's a 4% interest rate, and the time is going to be 15 for those 15 years. After you calculate that all out, you should get interest of $124,200. Then once you find that interest, we can go ahead and add that to our mortgage of $207,000. and get a grand total of $331,200. Alright, once you find your total, we're going to go ahead and do the same thing we did on the previous one. We're going to go ahead and find how many months 15 years is. So 15 years times our 12 is going to give us 180 months over the course of the loan. So we're going to divide that total, 331,200, by our 180 months to find what we'll be paying each month. And that'll give us a total of $1,840 each month. On to the next. The third one says Jakira wants to purchase a house that costs $180,000. She has $15,000 to put down and will have to take out a mortgage for 30 years at an interest rate of 3% for the rest of it. So this one's a little bit easier. We don't have to take the percentage. So to calculate the down payment, we're just going to take that total amount minus the amount she has for her down payment, and the total is going to be, it's going to leave us with $165,000 for our mortgage. And that is what we will be calculating our interest off of. So again, your I equals PRT. Your principal is going to be that 165 times our root of 0.03 times your time, and that is going to be a 30-year mortgage, which will give us an interest of $148,500. So go ahead and add that to your principal and see what you get. Hopefully we got the same thing, a total of $313,500. And then again, we go over here and find how many months we're going to be paying for, which we already know 30 years is going to be 360. And then go ahead and divide your total by the amount of months we're going to be paying, and then hopefully we got the same monthly payment of $870.83. Last one is very short and sweet. Joe had to take out a mortgage to pay for his house. The mortgage is $90,000, including interest over 15 years. What is his monthly payment? So we know that 15 years is going to be 180 months. And they already give us the total including interest. So all we have to do is divide that total, 90,000, divided by our 180 months, and we should get a monthly payment of